वेल ऑलरेडी फर्स्ट हिट सीजन आया 2020 की अनदेखी को बहुत ज्यादा प्यार मिला। जिस तरीके की स्टोरी थी, क्रूअल, ग्रूलसम, एक्शन पैक, इमोशन से सुपर हाई। और अब इसका सीजन 2 आ रहा है 4th of March से सोनी लिव पे हमें देखने मिलने वाला है। एंड वी आर गोइंग टू सी अ न्यू एडिशन टू द कास्ट, द वेरी हैंडसम नंदीश संधू। थैंक यू सो मच नंदीश, आपको यहाँ पे ज्वाइन करके वी आर वेरी वेरी हैप्पी। सबसे
Thank
पहले तो
you.
आपसे जानना चाहूंगी कि सीजन 1 बहुत बड़ा हिट रहा, मैसिव हिट रहा है। सीजन 2 के लिए काफी लंबा समय फैंस को इंतजार करना पड़ रहा है, 2020 2022। तो आपने जब ये प्रोजेक्ट, जब आपको ऑफर किया गया था, सो व्हाट वाज योर फर्स्ट रिएक्शन? आपने क्या रीजन था जिस वजह से आपने अनदेखी के कास्ट को ज्वाइन करने का डिसीजन लिया?
Well, first of all, I would want to say thank you that you said such good things about Undekhi season one. Now that I'm connected to season two, it's become a part of me as well. Whether it's season one or season two, and yes, it's been a really appreciated show. Like you said, full of action, gruesome, lot of power game happening. And yeah, season two, why I said yes to Samarth is, my first reaction when I got to know about Samarth and when I got a call to audition for it, I had no idea about the show. मैंने season one तब तक देखा नहीं था, and I wasn't sure what I was, auditioning for also. So I auditioned as per what I was, whatever the brief was given to me, I auditioned as per that. But when the call came that they wanted me to be a part of this show, my first thing was that I have to watch season one, because whatever material that they had sent to me, the scenes and the synopsis and everything that they had sent to me, when I read that, मेरे दिमाग में एक बहुत ही अलग visualization था वो सब पढ़ने के बाद, which was very different from how season one has been shot. Because पेपर पे जो लिखा हुआ था वो बहुत लीनियर वे से, और सीन्स का जो ट्रीटमेंट था वो सब उस पे पेपर पे नहीं था, वो देयर वाज जस्ट सीन्स रिटन ओवर देयर। तो मैं उसको अलग तरीके से विजुलाइज कर रहा था। And when I saw season one, I was like, wow, I have to be a part of this show. And after I was told about Samarth, his character stakes and where does he come from, what does he do in the show, I met the director of the show, Ashish, and he gave me a really detailed description about Samarth. And yeah, so that's what made it sure for me that I have to be a part of this show. He was very clear what he wanted out of Samarth.
Right.
It shouldn't be something which is over the top. He shouldn't be Samarth should stand his own ground. वो अटवाल्स कितनी पावरफुल हैं वो मुझे सीजन वन देखने से पता चल गया था. So he wanted Samarth to be equally powerful and be somebody जिससे अटवाल्स भी हिल जाए जब समर्थ आए. So yeah, so we just designed everything. He had a lot of things. Ashish had a lot of things in his head already how he wanted it, and we just did some to and fro and discussed the scenes, did some brainstorming, and yeah, then I was absolutely thrilled to be doing this part.
सुपर. सो ये जान के काफी आई थिंक दिस पार्ट बहुत लोग नहीं जानते होंगे कि आपने किस तरह के से सीरीज का जो सिनॉप्सिस था, समरी थी, आप वो चीज नहीं बल्कि आप पूरी सीरीज को पहले कंज्यूम करना चाहते थे. यू मेड श्योर दैट बिकॉज यू आर पोर्ट्रेइंग अ कैरेक्टर, लोग आपको देखने वाले, तो आपको भी एक बैकग्राउंड स्टोरी पता होनी चाहिए. दैट्स द वर्क ऑफ अ गुड एक्टर. सो
No,
कूडोस टू दैट.
absolutely. Also, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but also what happens is I would go on the set with my own perception of how I want to create Samarth. And when I met Ashish and when I saw season one, after that we had long discussions. It was imperative to this storyline, to the character, that Samarth should not मतलब वो आके शो की जो रिदम है उसको डिसरप्ट भी ना करे, उसमें फिट भी हो जाए. लोगों को जो एक्सपेक्टेशंस हैं अटवाल फैमिली से और जिन कैरेक्टर्स के साथ वो ऑलरेडी जुड़ चुके हैं, समर्थ शुड कम एंड मेक हिज ओन प्लेस अमंग्स देम, नॉट समबडी कि वो एकदम ही अलग दिख रहा है और जो पहले से स्टोरी चली आ रही है वो अलग है. सो सो इट वाज स्लाइटली वो ब्लेंड कैसे करें समर्थ को, दैट वाज अ चैलेंज. But yeah, after all these discussions and rewriting a few things and deciding, adding a few new things, I think it just blended beautifully in the story.
एब्सोल्युटली एंड आपका जो ट्रेलर का हमने पोर्शन देखा, एक छोटी सी झलक दिखाई है कि किस तरह से अटवाल्स के अगेंस्ट आप दिखाई दे रहे हैं. आपके आई थिंक कोई चोट भी आपको लगी है, कोई स्टिच है या बैंडेड है, वो
हाँ
क्लियर
जी.
समझ नहीं आ रहा, बट शायद मे बी आपको कोई इंजरी भी हुई है, तो आपके ऊपर जानलेवा अटैक भी हुआ है. तो देर इज नॉट मच अबाउट ए कैरेक्टर विच इज गिवन इन द ट्रेलर. तो एक कहीं ना कहीं सस्पेंसफुल कैरेक्टर आपका है, और आप किस तरह से एक स्टैंड करने वाले हो, और किस तरह से अटवाल्स के सामने जब आप आओगे तब क्या दिखाई देगा. एनीथिंग दैट यू वुड लाइक टू टेल द फैंस, नॉट गिविंग एनी स्पॉयलर्स फॉर श्योर, बट थोड़ा चीज जानना काफी इंटरेस्टिंग लग रहा है, क्योंकि इतने बड़े ट्रेलर में आपका एक छोटा सा पार्ट है, बट वो भी आई कैचिंग है कि बॉस कुछ तो हुआ है स्टार्टिंग में ही, इनके ऊपर कोई जानलेवा अटैक हुआ है, क्या हुआ है. सो can you just give us a little bit info about
यार,
it?
I think वो मेकर्स ने ट्रेलर में भी ज्यादा डालना मुनासिब नहीं समझा, because it would, anything that I say about what is happening, it will reveal too much about it, because Samarth is somebody who is a suspense for everybody. वो मैंने
Right.
अब तक खुद नहीं देखा है कि वो सीरीज मैंने खुद नहीं देखी है, तो मुझे भी नहीं पता है कि है ना उसको कैसे ट्रीट किया गया है. So I
Right.
wouldn't want to say too much on that. And but I know whatever we have shot, it's going to be mind blowing, and people are going to love it. जितना प्यार उन्होंने सीजन 1 को दिया है.
The question was about the trailer कि too much has not been given about you. Without
Correct.
giving away the spoilers, can you tell us something कि आपका कैरेक्टर किस तरीके से होगा
Yeah.
अटवाल्स के अगेंस्ट?
So the thing is, I think the makers have, they also felt that ट्रेलर में थोड़ा भी ज्यादा दिखाएंगे समर्थ के बारे में, तो इट विल रिवील टू मच अबाउट द स्टोरी अबाउट समर्थ, about what he is bringing on the table in this season 2. So the makers also felt that we shouldn't show Samarth too much. और मैं भी अगर वो उसके बारे में कुछ थोड़ा भी आपको बोलूंगा ना, तो it will reveal something or the other. I think it's not going to be fair for the audience to say anything about the storyline or for Samarth right now. But all I can say is, whatever the audience have seen in season 1, and the roller coaster ride that the season 1 has taken the audience through, and the unpredictability, everything is going to be tenfolds in season 2. So there is, Samarth is somebody that, all I can tell you is Samarth is somebody who is going to be completely unpredictable, for the other characters in the show and for the audience as well. He's got a very unpredictable personality, and that's what makes him slightly menacing, slightly intimidating for everybody else. And now, what does he use? How does he do it? How does Samarth, create problems for the Atwals, that the Atwals are feeling cornered by him? I think for that, it's going to be best that we wait for another 2 days.
Sure. For sure. I think this was the best thing, बिना giving the spoilers, आपने थोड़ा बहुत एक outline दिया about समर्थ character, तो fans को कहीं ना कहीं interest जगेगा, क्योंकि अटवाल्स, as we know, they're a very strong, powerful family, और उनके against खड़ा होना and to seek the truth, it's a huge deal. तो आप किस तरीके से deal करने वाले हो अटवाल्स के साथ, वो देखना काफी interesting होगा.
Yeah,
Apart from
like
that,
you rightly
yeah.
said, to stand opposite the Atwals is something which nobody can think of in season 1. When you see season 1, anybody
Right.
who stands in front of Atwals, he's
They're
either
dead.
dead or yeah, he's gone. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch why the Atwals are not able to handle Samarth. That is going to be interesting to watch.
So definitely he is going to be a pain for Atwals, and ये देखने के लिए fans, I'm very sure, are going to be very very interested about. So especially talking about shooting in the pandemic experience, कैसा था set पे, किन किन चीजों का आपने ख्याल रखा as a crew, as a set, because shooting in other regular circumstances has been different, but अब ये नया normal शुरू हो गया है. तो इस बीच आपका shooting experience कैसा था, and how was the set atmosphere all throughout?
For me, it was slightly scary in the beginning, because I was a little paranoid when ये जब pandemic चल रहा था, so I मैं थोड़ा मुझे है भी क्या ना, मुझे ओसीडी है थोड़ा सा, तो मुझे वैसे ही जब कुछ भी नहीं होता है तो मुझे हर चीज साफ चाहिए, वो चाहिए, I like things to be in place and all of that. I don't like dust. I don't like any, water spilled anywhere in the house. So all of that, I'm anyways too careful about it. And when the pandemic started, so it just, I became a little paranoid कि नहीं, door handles clean करो, sanitize करो, घर के अंदर कोई किसी के shoes नहीं आने चाहिए, ये नहीं होना चाहिए. तो वो सब मेरे, अंदर पहले ही चल रहा था. And on top of that, when I went on the set, I was slightly more stressed about everything, because घर के अंदर कंट्रोल्ड है, वो मेरे कंट्रोल में मुझे कैसे रखना है. जब जब मैं होटल में गया, वहां पे हम शूट शुरू होने से एक दो दिन पहले, सो आई वाज अ लिटिल स्ट्रेस्ड आउट. आई वुड नॉट लेट anybody come in my room to deliver food or to deliver anything. I would tell them आप बाहर डोर पे रख दो. But then I saw that, there's no point getting so scared. Precautions लो, and mask पहनो, हाथ sanitize करो, and change your clothes when you come back into your room. So then I started, वो सारा fear जो था, paranoia जो था, वो निकल गया, and I just started taking precautions, and things became, like you said, the new normal. It became the new normal for me. So it was a matter of, I think, 4 or 5 days. And then, I saw that everybody was taking precautions. Everybody was wearing masks. Set पे जगह जगह पर sanitizers लगे हुए थे. जगह जगह पर हाथ wash करने के लिए चीजें लगी हुई थी. So yeah, it became normal after that. And when I saw that everybody is taking precautions, and just went with the flow.
Superb. And उसी के साथ साथ how was the shooting experience in the terms of which challenges आपको आपके character के लिए आए, because we have seen you in daily soaps जहाँ पे आप एक lover boy lead में है, और goody two shoes का character mostly दिखाया जाता है, but OTT platform काफी अलग है, especially ये project काफी अलग है, तो यहाँ पे आपका वो एक lover boy image या romantic hero chocolate boy नहीं, बल्कि एक very very strong personality सामने आ रहा था. But given the looks that you have, you're too cute to be ignored and too adorable to ignore. तो आपने कैसे क्या आपको ऐसे कभी हुआ जब डायरेक्टर कह रहे थे नहीं, तुझे इस तरह के से क्यूट और अडोरेबल नहीं दिखना है, यू हैव टू बी अ लिटिल मोर स्ट्रांग, या आपके एक्सप्रेशंस को लेके, एक्टिंग को लेके, ऐसे किस तरीके से आपके और डायरेक्टर में कोई बात हुई, या फिर आपको खुद एक कोई चैलेंज फेस करना पड़ा टू क्रिएट दिस इमेज ऑफ समर्थ?
Yeah, I think every character is challenging. Unless we have challenges, it's not fun also. And I personally like going out of my comfort zone. I love it when I'm being challenged, when I'm pushed to the edge, when I am out of my comfort zone. I think that derives me and that pushes me to do even better. And Samarth has done that to me. Samarth really pushed me to the edge. And all the other characters that I've also done, fortunately, they've all either they've come to me, or I've chosen certain things which always push me to the edge. Like in Super 30 also, I was pushed to the edge to become a Bihari and uh, do a real life inspired character of Pranav Kumar, and in Family of Thakurganj, in Uttaran before that. So I always feel that challenge is important, and that happened with me in Undekhi season 2 also. And the reason was because I've always played the righteous characters in my previous all my projects that I've done so far.
Right.
And
Yeah.
this is the first time where only power and money matters to Samarth. So that here it is not about values, about being right, about fighting the wrong. It is about what is good for Samarth. He would do that. And to get into the skin of Samarth, I had to start thinking like him. I sometimes with my friends, with my family, I would talk like Samarth or behave in a certain way, and they would also feel a little uncomfortable that why is he behaving mean, or why is he behaving so selfish? But that was, and I used to tell them later on that no, that's not me. That was just, trying to get reactions from all of you to see if a person like Samarth is behaving the way Samarth does, what would people react like? So yeah, those small things like these, I kept experimenting and I kept getting realistic feedback from people. Like with my manager, I would behave like Samarth, and he would suddenly say, he would go quiet and he would be a little scared. And I would start laughing or start behaving very unpredictable. So yeah, those reactions when they used to come and in front of me, I used to think, no, yeah, this is working. This will work with Samarth as well. Plus, a
I mean,
lot of feedback.
yeah,
Sorry.
आपका होमवर्क का श्योर आप हम स्क्रीन पे देख पाएंगे किस तरीके से अलग अलग रिएक्शंस आ रही है फैंस की ओर से भी, ऑडियंस की ओर से भी. So
And
this is going to be very
also
interesting. And as you,
lot of it a lot of it came from the director also, because somehow I feel a lot of Samarth is the younger director, younger Ashish, because the way he used to come and explain things to me about how Samarth would feel and what would he do in a situation, I somehow felt that he's lived some part of Samarth at some point of time in his life. That's where it comes from.
that is amazing. So this is going to be like आपके डायरेक्टर का एक क्या of him, like वो हम यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं. So that is going to be very very
Kind of.
interesting. Along with that, there's a question that I would love to ask you about Super 30, as you mentioned earlier. Super 30 के बाद आपने काफी लंबा ब्रेक लिया और उसके बाद अभी आप जो एक नए वेब सीरीज में हमें दिखाई दे रहे हैं, अनदेखी 2 में दिखाई दे रहे हैं. तो आर यू चूजी अबाउट योर प्रोजेक्ट्स? और जैसे आपने कहा आपको ओसीडी था, तो आप पैंडेमिक टाइम में वर्क नहीं करना चाहते थे. व्हाट वाज द रीजन ऑन टेकिंग अ लॉन्ग गैप before signing on a new project?
See, 1.5 year I didn't work because I was scared. I was, because of the pandemic, I was first of all, there was nothing so challenging and so good that मैं वो risk लेता उस चीज के लिए कि मैं पैंडेमिक में बाहर जाके अपनी आप को भी रिस्क में डालूं और अपनी फैमिली को भी रिस्क में डालूं. So I'm one of those
Right.
lucky ones कि मेरे पास फैमिली का सपोर्ट था और मेरे पास I could survive that 1.5 year without working. So I'm blessed that way and I could do that. I'm really grateful for that. But at the same time, there was nothing so challenging and nothing so big that came my way in that 1.5 year. क्योंकि पूरी इंडस्ट्री ही रुकी हुई थी, सब लोग रुके हुए थे, सब लोग वेट कर रहे थे कि पैंडेमिक खत्म होगा तो हम कुछ नया शुरू करेंगे. जो चीजें मैंने साइन भी की थी वो भी सारी आगे पुश हो गई थी. And new projects were not happening too much. All the old projects which were stuck, पहले उनको complete कर रहे थे सब लोग कि जैसे ही लॉकडाउन खुलेगा पहले हमारे जो projects रुके हुए हैं उनको complete करेंगे. So it was a mess. And I didn't feel that I should take the risk for anything unless it is too big for me.
Yeah, absolutely. तो ये भी जान के like this is something हम लोग as an audience people are like, oh ये अभी क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं काम, हमें दिखाई नहीं दे रहा. There are a lot of speculations going on, but this is the actual truth कि किस तरीके से जो है कभी कभी we have to keep ourselves, our families first instead of the work, and you just did that, and I'm very sure Undekhi 2 is going to be a game changer for sure, because audiences have missed you and they're going to super love your this new series, because जिस तरीके से आपका look और आपका character भी आप जो बता रहे हो काफी promising लग रहा है. So that is going to be for sure super hit. Again, there's one thing I would love to know about कि आपने पहले टीवी से start किया and then you were obviously in Super 30, then you did your digital OTT debut जो है with Gun, अब Undekhi 2 आ रहा है. So how has been your experience working on television, movies and OTT? So OTT कितना different है as compared to movies? So obviously it's very different, but television के साथ अगर compare किया, so how different is it, और कितने open up हो रहे हैं opportunities for newcomers along with already established actors because of OTT platform?
I think, as you mentioned, see, first thing, I would consider Undekhi as my OTT debut, because this is the first full-fledged role that I'm doing on OTT. Grahan was a special appearance which I did, and I hardly had 4 scenes over there, so I don't consider that as my debut on OTT. So
Fair enough. Yeah.
Undekhi would be my first proper outing on OTT. And about films, television, and OTT, I think I've said this many times before, that OTT and films are very similar. TV is a very different medium, because on television, everything, the creatives, the story, the characters, everything is driven by what kind of feedback you're getting in terms of TRPs, and that's how everything is decided. So you can't know on television when you're doing a daily soap के अगले महीने की story जब आएगी तो उसमें क्या होने वाला है, everything changes. Oh, in a span of
Right.
maybe a few days, the story changes, the new characters come in, the characterizations change as per what the audience is liking. So that is driven by the audience feedback. On OTT and films, the good thing is the feedback comes after you've delivered the product. So when we deliver Undekhi, or when we deliver Super 30 or Family of Thakurganj, all these whatever projects are happening, now the feedback is going to come after we've made it, after we've put everything together, and now we deliver it to the audience, and then we get a feedback whether it's good, bad, scope for improvement, brilliant, whatever the feedback is. So that is a major difference. And from an artist's point of view, I think it's a good space to work in OTT and films, because there is more time to prepare your character. You can design your character, you can make changes to it, you can discuss it with the director, do workshops, and you can draw your entire character arc, how you want to start, where you want to take it, how do you want to end it, like with the story, which is not possible on television. So although I started my career with television, and
Right.
it's given me a lot. Television is given me a lot of well-wishers and fans, and they're still following me, and they're still in touch with me, and that has all happened because of television. But when you ask me about the difference, yes, there is a huge difference.
Absolutely. And I think it's safe to say that OTT is your favorite execution tool. And I'm sure हम आपको और projects में देखना पसंद करेंगे. Anything new coming up in the pipeline post Undekhi 2?
There is something coming. It is, I can't talk about it right now, but I was doing a project with Vikramaditya Motwani, and that will most probably come this year.
Wow. क्या बात है. Super, like that is going to be amazing. We are looking forward to it for sure. And I think we can safely say 2022 is going to be your year for sure. जिस तरीके से एक-एक चीजें आ रही है, I think everything is going to line up for you.
Thank you. Thank
Our
you.
best wishes are with you for sure. And along with that, we're talking about OTT platform. अभी फिलहाल OTT पे first ever of its kind reality show शुरू हुआ है. Kangana is hosting it. Ekta Kapoor के और बालाजी पे आ रहा है. Lock Up. So are you following the show? Are you seeing it? How do you take it? अगर आप उसे follow कर रहे हो तो आपका experience क्या है?
See, I haven't followed the show, or I've not seen even one episode of the show till now, but I would love to watch it, because I saw a lot of clips about it, from the promotions and all on my social media, and it looked interesting. So I would definitely want to watch it and see what is happening in that show. But I haven't seen it so far. Maybe once Undekhi 2 releases and things are a little easier, I will sit and watch those episodes.
Superb. And as we are talking about OTT, obviously रियलिटी शो की अगर बात करें तो लॉकअप भी है, उसी के साथ साथ बिग बॉस का ओटीटी सीजन भी बहुत जल्द आने वाला है. फर्स्ट वाज अ सुपर डुपर हिट. सो वुड यू लव टू एक्सपीरियंस एंड एक्सप्लोर रियलिटी शोज? वुड यू लव टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ अ शो लाइक लॉकअप, लाइक अ जेल, या फिर आप बिग बॉस के ओटीटी लग्जरी में जाना चाहोगे, या बेसिक नेसेसिटीज के लिए लड़ने वाले लॉकअप में जाना चाहोगे if given a choice?
यार किसी में भी नहीं, honestly. I think I'm happy acting in front of the camera, and I don't think I'm ready for a reality show right now. I'm enjoying this space of acting. I'm enjoying working on different characters and working on my craft, and that's the space I want to enjoy right now.
Okay, but just in case if an offer comes up, say for example, even if it's for Bigg Boss OTT or season 16 of Bigg Boss, so would you try and consider it, or would you just blindly say no? Like, is there any chance, scope for your fans to watch your, real self on a national television or a, OTT platform, like as and not as a character you're playing? Would you be open for reality shows?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. I don't think so because, as I said, I'm loving this space of acting, and I want to continue here right now. I don't want to get into any reality show at the moment. Maybe in the future sometime.
So for that, fans को थोड़ा wait करना पड़ेगा, but fans को बिल्कुल भी wait नहीं करना है because fourth release होने वाली है आपकी अनदेखी 2. So here's wishing you all the very best and thank you so much for giving us the time and
Thank you.
हमसे बात करने के लिए बहुत बहुत
Thank
शुक्रिया.
you. Thank you. Lovely talking to you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
guys. Lovely.
See
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you so much, guys, for watching us. And I'm going to see you guys very, very soon. This is Anchor Vidangi signing off. And आपको कैसा लगा नंदिश के साथ ये चिट चैट एंड कितने एक्साइटेड हो आप देखने के लिए सोनी लिव पे अनदेखी 2? Let us know in the comment section below and we'll see you very soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you.